welcome to ID Creatures. Today we're going to talk about one-point perspective. And these are 4 sketches that I made of a similar looking object. It's not exactly the same proportions, but you'll get the idea. I guess if it's a leg, if it's a table, it has 4 legs, or if it's some kind of building, it has 4 columns here. So I guess it depends on how you look at it. But the point of this page here is for you to realize that depending on where you're looking at an object, or from where you're looking at an object, you get a different feeling about it. So I'm going to try to explain how this works and teach you how to build a cube in perspective, because it's the first thing you need to know. And after that, then I'm going to teach you how to build this shape right here. So we can start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a line here, a horizontal line. And this line is going to be called horizon line. Horizon line. Okay? So what this is right here is it marks the height of where you're looking at an object. So let's say you're standing, this is where your eye level would be, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to draw a little dot there in the middle. This is going to be called a vanishing point. Okay? So what this point is all the lines that are in perspective are going to meet in this point right here, okay? So we're going to start now. We're going to start by drawing the base of the cube. So we're going to draw a horizontal line right here. And we're going to draw another horizontal line right there, okay? So these aren't very horizontal, but okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to draw a line that goes to the vanishing point and another line that goes to the other vanishing point, okay? So you can see right here that we've got a base for a cube, okay? So what we want to do next is we want to do vertical lines right here. Okay, and another vertical line right here, another one right here, and finally one right there. Okay, so after that we're gonna do more vanishing points, or more lines that go to the vanishing point to make the cube. But what I'm realizing right now as I go along is that to make this a cube, it would have to be really, really high, and I want you guys to be able to see the top of this. So I'm gonna make, instead of making this shape, if you look at it from the side, or the front, I'm going to make something more like this, okay? So you can see the top of it and understand how it works better, okay? So I'm going to draw another horizontal line right here. And this is going to finish or make the front part of the cube, okay? So this is like this face right here, okay? The front part of it. So what we want to do now is we want to make this point go all the way to the vanishing point, okay? And then this point right here go to the vanishing point, okay? So now we have part of our top layer or face here. So we want to finish it by drawing a horizontal line right here. Okay? So you can see now how, I'm going to get a Sharpie to finish this. You can see now how we have the bottom part of it. We have the sides. We have vanishing points right here, which make the top. And we have a line that closes this box. Okay? So what I was trying to tell you is that if you draw something underneath the horizon line, it's going to seem like you're looking at it from the top, okay? So I'm going to take another piece of paper, which I have over here, and I'm going to do, this time, I'm actually going to draw the cube I told you before, okay? So I'm going to make, again, my horizon line, and I'm going to do the same thing I did before, okay? So I'm going to draw the bottom of it, okay? So this is the bottom. I'm gonna draw the top part of it. Okay. Maybe, I think it's a bit off right there. Okay. So now I'm gonna make this line go over here. And I want to explain something while I'm here doing this. Something that helped me remember where to draw a line was that I was always thinking of this as like each point where 3 lines meet. In one-point perspective, I'm going to write 1, P, which means 1-point perspective. You have 3 lines. Well, in any perspective, you have 3 lines that meet. So here you have one that's horizontal. You have the second one, which is vertical. And then the third one goes to the vanishing point. It really doesn't matter what order you look at them in, but here's how it works. You have one going there, so you have the vertical one. You have one that's going this way, which is the horizontal one, and then you have finally the third one that's going to the vanishing point. Okay, so that's how I always remember how to do this, and I think it's a nice way to remember it. So I'm going to take the Sharpie and just finish the edges here. Okay. So anyway, this is how you build a basic cube, and what I'm going to do now, since this is really simple, I'm just going to build the shape that I showed you before about, you know, the table and stuff, this one right here. So I'm just going to take, maybe I think this one because it's interesting, or maybe this one, and show you how it's done. So I'm going to take another piece of paper, and I'm going to start doing that. So if you want to look at something from the bottom, you have your horizon line here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start building from the top. So I'm going to do another line over here. Okay. So I have the vanishing point here in the middle, and I'm going to have lines that meet all the way down here. Okay. So basically, this right here is the top of whatever shape I'm drawing. Okay. So now I'm going to draw the vertical lines, another vertical line here, okay, and I have to determine how big this is going to be with another horizontal line. So I'm going to draw one right here, okay. So this is my overall size of things, okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this point and bring it all the way over here, and then this one all the way over here. And how do I know this? Because when I look at this, I see one horizontal, one vertical, so I'm missing one that goes to the vanishing point. That's what I was telling you before. So now I'm going to take this one right here that has a vanishing point, a horizontal line, and I'm going to do a vertical one. So I'm going to do another vertical here. And now I get vertical, vanishing point, so I'm missing horizontal one right here. Horizontal line, okay? So now I have my overall shape, which is what I've been doing before. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the... it's not really details, but the inner shapes of this. So what I'm going to have here is, let's say this is a table, so this is the surface of the table. This is the, like, if you see it from the side view, you have this right now, so I'm adding, you know, this is what I want. So I'm adding this part right here, okay? So this is this tiny little thing here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make this line that goes to the vanishing point, and then horizontal line, and then another line to the vanishing point, okay? So now I have a division here, as you can see. This right here would be the bottom part of it, and then this one would be the top, okay? So what I want now is to make the legs of this table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mark here a space, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? Okay. So now I need to make this go to the vanishing point, and this one goes to the vanishing point, okay? And this one goes to the vanishing point, okay. So now what I'm gonna do is, since the legs are just one, they're not going all the way to the back, they're just like a little square here, I'm gonna draw the square in a horizontal line. So I have this would be the bottom of one of the legs. So if you take this all the way over here, it marks the other one, okay? So now I have the other bottom, okay? So now I need to do a vertical line here, and another vertical line right here, okay? This right here is wrong, because we are missing one line, which is this one, that has to go to the vanishing point. So this line right here needs to go to the vanishing point, and this line right here, see, this place right here where lines meet, you have a vertical one, you have a horizontal one, and you need to have a vanishing point, I mean a line that goes to the vanishing point, okay? This is a common mistake, to just move this line all the way up here, and you don't realize that you need to have 3 lines going to one point, okay? I'm just going to write it here so you remember. Horizontal, vertical, and vanishing point. So you need to have 3 lines. Whenever you have one line that meets there, you need to have 3, okay? Okay, so we have 2 of the legs there. So now we need to do the other 2. We're missing here. You see I'm missing one because I have horizontal, I have vertical. I mean, I have vanishing point, I have horizontal, so I'm missing vertical here. And I'm missing another vertical here. Okay, so I have the back sides of my legs. So I'm gonna draw a horizontal line that marks the how deep the lines are, I mean the legs. So once I have that, I need to just move one of the lines up here. Okay, and how do I know this? Again, because it's a line going to the vanishing point, a horizontal line, so I need a vertical line here. Okay, so now this one is meeting with a vanishing point, a vertical, so now I need a horizontal one. See how this is just repeating the same process everywhere you go. It's just, you know, take a line, and whenever it meets another line, that means you need a third one to just finish the process. Okay, so basically I think we're done with the overall sketch here, but we're gonna just, you know, mark the outside lines so you can see how it looks better. And you've basically learned one-point perspective. I think it's pretty simple. And what I'm gonna do here is I just like to, this is a little bit of line quality and just the thickness of lines and how it speaks to you, and I'm going to do a tutorial on that, but just for now I think what you need to know is that whenever you have just lines that are all over the place in a sketch that it gets a little confusing, you should just mark the outer lines so it looks a little, I guess, simpler to read, and that anybody that sees it can realize what it is just with a quick look at it, and not having to find out what it is with, you know, a lot of time or anything. So I'm almost done here. I guess here I'm gonna have to do this. Okay. And the reason I know which lines to highlight or just make darker is because let's say you have this line right here with, you see two of the faces that make this line, so that means that you don't have to make it really, really thick. Okay? Whenever you have lines like this one, where, you know, this line it's made up from this face, this surface right here, and the one behind it, but you can't really see it. So that what you realize when you see that is that you need to make it dark. I don't know if this is making any sense. At least that's the way I remember how which edges to make really dark. Just look at it just look at it and think, can I see both of the surface that make up this line? If you can see them, then you just need to, maybe for presentation purposes or just your personal taste, make it a little darker. But if you can't see both of them, like in this surface or this surface where you can only see one of them, then you definitely need to make it darker, because it means that it's protecting a surface. It's like a hidden line thing. I don't know what the proper name for it is, but you know that you need to make it darker because it's like flying there, you know. So anyway, I think we're done with one-point perspective. I hope you learned how to do this. And so with the other perspectives, what we're going to do is just take this as an example of how this is built with other two-point perspective and three-point perspective. And it gets a little, not difficult, but I guess a little bit more complex. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just shade with the pen the bottom surfaces, just to get a nice, let's see, I'm almost done here. Okay, there we go. So I think I messed it up a little there, but it doesn't matter. So I think you got the point of what one-point perspective is. Just keep practicing and you'll get a lot better.